This is the JOJCAST, and today our guest is MGPhenom, and we're talking about the anti-blog and also NaNoWriMo as well. I was just thinking, in my experience of NaNoWriMo this time around, I've noticed that it's almost very much a game. It's about winning. It's about quantity over quality, and I just frankly, for my particular project, for what I'm working on, I don't know that NaNoWriMo really serves it very well. And I think my thoughts and my process sort of needs a little bit more thought and space and time to breathe. I was just wondering how the Antithesis Doom project is coming along.
Now, I gotta say, John, I think I agree with you very much in that I'm too much of a perfectionist to tackle a project like my own project with the concept of quantity over quality because I'm very much a perfectionist. Oh, I should say I'm a selective perfectionist in that some things perfectionism has absolutely nothing to do with. And then I get along to something that I value the idea very highly, and then it becomes almost something sacred to where that I don't want to ruin what I have so far with an absurdity. So I think definitely I actually have had probably a lot more material collected here and there for the Antithesis Doom project um, before NaNoWriMo, and just kind of it's in a very hazy place right now. I'll just to say that much. But I've got I've got the storyboard, I've got the Word document with the A through Z checkpoints of titles. Actually, John, just to put it bluntly, the most complete section of the whole movie so far is I've completed with flair the DVD cover.
Yes, I was just going to ask you about that because I noticed on Daily Booth of all things that there's actually a cover art for the folder that the project's going to go into, and also the DVD cover as well. Do you find that this sort of helps make the project seem more real to you?
Well, it definitely did for me. I seem to have kind of a backwards process as far as creative things go, where I'll start at the end and try to work towards the front. So while I have, DVD art, I've got all the chapters lined up, I've got character analysis and stuff like that, and yet I'm still struggling to write chapter one, word one.
Do you worry that perhaps all the time that you've put into conceptualizing and thinking about this, that by writing it you might not actually match the expectation that you have for this project?
I think that's probably a really good synopsis of the of the where is my dictionary when I need it? Of my problem right now. I'm trying to go with words that are just far more wordy than I really need to go with. It's a problem. It's a problem, and I think you're right. Though it's just so much conceptualization that you end up with this giant Lego ball, kind of like in that video online with the Indiana Jones clip. I'm sure some of your viewers listeners have seen that. It's kind of like a giant Lego brick just bouncing around in the head, and you have to pull it out little by little.
And I mean, in defense of NaNoWriMo, I guess one of their part of their ethos is, just to write anything, just to get it all out onto the page. Don't self censor, don't edit, just put it all out there and see what you end up with at the end. So I can sort of see the benefits of both approaches, and I guess ultimately, whatever works works.
Definitely, and I think possibly a combination of the two is probably where I need to find a middle ground, John, where I can take these lofty concepts and pin them down in the middle and then find these gaps here and NaNoWriMo the gaps.
And I mean, frankly, I'm a fairly neurotic person at the best of times, and having this deadline sort of raises my anxiety levels quite a lot. But I think that the thing that I'm starting to understand is that for the first time in a very long time, I've stopped thinking about this project and actually started writing it. But I guess, as you say, the thing is about establishing that balance between keeping your expectations, low enough that you're actually doing something, but also, keeping them high enough that you take pride in your project and that you actually continue to show up and see a value in doing it. I know hating expectations is something that you've written about on the anti-blog. I was just wondering if you could talk about that for a moment.
Oh, John. I think I've really covered most of my frustrations with that. Really, my last blog, basically being that I tend to frustrate myself with my inability to read. Um, I'm just combining three or four words there to reach expectations, and I don't know if I really have a good answer for that one, actually, John.
That's fine. Either way, we're both being put to shame by Podpocalypse founder Sam Proof, who I understand has got some 22,000 words already. But good luck to
Oh,
Sam. Good
that
luck
was a
to
couple days ago too, man. And the
yes,
guy's
yes.
just going nuts at it.
Well, good luck to everybody who is taking part of NaNoWriMo. I'm just wondering, do you this project obviously is quite important to you at the moment. Do you have any sort of plans for the future? Perhaps more videos or something else?
Yeah, definitely. I'm thinking kind of along the lines of pushing towards maybe turning it into a project for the Script Frenzy event, which is in, oh gosh, next April, I think. I'm not positive when it is exactly.
So this has been the JOJCAST, and today our guest has been MGPhenom, Matt Elwood. Thanks so much for joining us. I know you've had one hell of a day, so thank you for making time for us in your busy schedule.
It's no problem, John. Don't worry about it. It's all a matter of time. And I'm just like anyone else. I put on my pants one leg at a time. The difference is once my pants are on, I talk to a guy from Australia. And that was
The ghost of Christopher Walken there, everybody. And if you want to find out more about Matt, of course, you can check out mgphenom.com. He's on using that username on YouTube as well. And don't forget to check out the mostly weekly anti-blog column at podpocalypse.wordpress.com. Thank you so much once again.
It's been a pleasure, John. Take it easy.